What we're going to be doing in this video, not only are we going to be going through the whole alphabet, teaching you how to memorize it, okay, we're also going to be looking at different words from all these letters, okay, and some pretty hard ones as well, some pretty tricky words to spell, commonly misspelt words. So if you're needing some help with your spelling, if you want to learn how to spell difficult words, this is very much the video for you as well. But the number one aim in this video is to get your alphabet skills to 100%, right? By the end of this video, right, I'll have moved you along and moved you along and moved you along and moved you along, right? And by the time we've covered Z, we'll move on to two different quizzes. A quiz all about the alphabet, and then a quiz all about spelling and different things I've actually taught you in this video. Okay, so by the time we've covered Z, you'll have the chance to go for the car. Sorry, wrong video. Right, let's get started. Okay, so, right, the alphabet is made up of 26 letters, alright? 26 letters. 21 of these being consonants. 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 Right? 5 of them being vowels. And it's so easy, it is so easy to learn what is a vowel and what is a consonant from the alphabet. Easy? Yes, sure it is. There are only 5 vowels in the alphabet, A, E, I, O, U, and that is how you should remember them. Like that, A, E, I, O, U. What do I owe you? I owe you A, E. So try and remember them like this, A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. Right? As you may notice, they are in alphabetical order. Right? You can see that. E following A and I following E. A, E, I, O, U. Now, if you can remember that, all you have to do is say that in the alphabet there are 5 vowels and all the other letters in the alphabet are consonants, right? You don't have to memorize every single one of them. All you have to do, because you know, take away A, E, I, O, U from the alphabet, and what are you left with? You're left with this. You are left with the consonants. So it's much easier to memorize 5 letters than it is to memorize 21. However, you do have to memorize the alphabet. Why is it important to memorize the alphabet? It's important because just about everything is written in alphabetical order. From your dictionary, from your telephone book. You'll look through a big list of names, for example. Generally, they'll be written in alphabetical order. If you don't know your alphabet, then you won't know where to begin. You won't know whether S follows A or whether B follows G, or you'll be all over the place. It is absolutely vital to memorize your alphabet, to know which letter comes after which, right? So let's take you to the roof now, take you up to the roof, and let's teach you a little technique in memorising your alphabet before we move on with the words. A bit precarious. So, it's nice and simple to remember. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And again, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. It's all done in blocks, you see. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. And the more you practice saying it, eventually it just sticks in your head. It is absolutely vital that you memorize the alphabet. So let's try it one more time. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So, we begin with this letter here. This here is the letter A. The letter A. How does it look as a capital letter? Well, it looks like this. When you're writing the letter A out, you would write the capital just as you would type it, but when you're writing it out as a normal letter A in a word without the capital, it looks like this. Now, with the letter A, you wouldn't write it out like you've just seen there, okay? You wouldn't write it out like that if you're using your normal handwriting. You write it out like this. Right, okay, so let's start off with some words beginning with A. Some English terms here. Right, antonym. Okay, for our students trying to spell these, testing their spelling, right, you can have a go at it. Please remember to use your pause button, right? I'm going to put it up now. Antonym, right, antonym. Antonym, what kind of word is antonym? Antonym is a noun. It is a noun. What does it mean? It basically means opposite, okay? Right? For example, necessary. What would be an antonym for the word necessary? Unnecessary. Good. What would be an antonym for the word good? Bad. Antonym. Right, okay, and that's how it's spelled. It is as you'd expect it to be spelled. The only thing there that may be a bit confusing is the Y, giving us the I sound there. Try and remember them there. Try and remember these words. Antonym. It means basically an opposite word. Right? Happy. What is the antonym? Sad. Right. There's antonym. Right. Now, the letter A. Right, we're going to stick with the letter A where it's giving us the ah sound. Alright? Ah. Right, okay. Apostrophe. Remember, for people that are writing these out here and seeing if they spell them correctly, you can use your pause button. Apostrophe. Would apostrophe be a noun too by any chance? Well, of course it is. Apostrophe. We discussed apostrophes throughout my Learning English series, and that's how it's spelled. Now the only thing there that, well, there's two areas here, right? Apostrophe. You could be forgiven, in fact you are forgiven if you spell that with two P's, right? Because quite often to give us the ah sound, right, you will require two P's. For example, with this word, appalling. That one there has two P's, but apostrophe doesn't, it just has a one P. And of course the other thing there that might be a bit tricky is the PH replacing the letter F. Apostrophe, right? Can we use the word apostrophe? Can we think of an example? Well, yes, you put an apostrophe when, for example, if I were to say, okay, if you were to say, Ray's teaching English. Ray's teaching English. Where is the apostrophe? There it is there, between Y and S, because there is only one Ray. What's he doing? He's teaching English. Ray's teaching English. You need the apostrophe there, otherwise you're talking about more than one Ray, and one's more than enough. Right, so that's apostrophe. We've covered appalling. That one there did have the two P's, right? What about the letter A giving us that A sound, right? Well, what about this word here? Alienate. Alienate. To be left out, basically, is what that means. Right? To be left out, alienate. Auspicious. Auspicious. An auspicious occasion. Basically a special occasion. Auspicious. Auspicious. Here is where we've got the A and the U giving us that aw sound. Auspicious. Right. Do you require a U there after A to give us the aw sound? No. No, you don't. Alternate. Alternate. No U required in alternate. Alternate. Alter. Right? Even putting the A as the second letter in the word. Falter. Recall. Fall. Ball. Tall. Maul. Haul. The list goes on. So, what have we learned there? We have learned that the letter A can take on three different vowel soundings, right? A, ah, and aw, right? Now, if that is a bit confusing, it shouldn't be, because please remember that, you know, with the examples I gave you there, the ball, tall, fall, recall, etc., etc., right? You can't say bal, you can't say hal, you can't say recall, right? You can't say tal, because these words are not words. They don't make any sense. They are not in the English language pronounced that way. Right? The letter B, and that's how it's pronounced. B, right? And that's how it looks as a capital letter. Right. Right, let's give you a couple of words here. Start off with this one here. Beginning. beginning, beginning. This might trip some people up because it's got two N's in it, right? Can you tell me what kind of word beginning is? Right, well this could be a noun, it could be a verb. I am beginning the video. That's a verb. I am beginning, it's something I'm doing, right? The beginning of the story. This is the beginning. Used that way, it's getting used as a noun, right? It is the beginning. How do we know that? The word the, right? The word the is giving the game away there. The is an adjective. Put the adjective before the noun, the beginning. Therefore we know it can be a noun. It can be a noun, it can be a verb. Right? That's a very good way to work out whether or not a word can be a noun, is to put an adjective before it, right? And the best one to use is the adjective the beginning. Right, I'll have to move on because we don't have all day, unfortunately. I wish we did, but we don't. Right, bilingual. Somebody that can speak a variety of different languages. Bilingual. 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 That's how it's spelled. So, what kind of sounds have we got now from the letter B, right? Well, we can say B, it comes out as B quite often, beginning, before, right? We can put the letter B into it, we don't have to start off with the letter B obviously. Ramble, gamble. Okay, that there is the letter C. That is how it's pronounced. C as a capital. Right? It's pronounced exactly the same way as C, right? The C outside. A big ceiling, a white ceiling, a blue ceiling, this ceiling, right? Cemetery, that's a noun as well. Okay, cemetery, graveyard, it's a noun. Colloquialism. Right, I've really thrown the cat amongst the pigeons here, right? We have now changed the sound to the k sound. The vast majority of words that give us the k sound, k, do begin with C, right? What else gives us the k sound? The letter K, which we'll be coming onto later on. Right, so colloquialism. Right, very, very, very difficult word to spell, right? Right? Colloquialism, of course, is a noun, right? A good colloquialism, a bad colloquialism, a funny colloquialism, the colloquialism. Put an adjective before the word to see if it could possibly be a noun. So, C gave us the C sound, it also gave us the K sound. What about D? What about D? Well, D gives us the, that's it there by the way, that's it there, and that's it as a capital, okay? D, 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 delicious, delicious. Spell delicious. There it is, delicious, delicious. Right, the C-I-O-U-S is giving us the delicious, the shus sound there. Tricky one to spell. Right? You've got a selection of vowels there giving us the shush sound there. In fact, that's quite an interesting one. You notice your C there, your C. It's not giving us the C sound or the K sound there, is it? It's giving us the sh sound, sh. Right? And there's another example for your C. Delicious. Delicious is an adjective, isn't it? Of course it is. A delicious meal. Right? A delicious drink. Delicious. Right? Disastrous. Disastrous. The consequences of that could be disastrous, as the Doc would say from Back to the Future. Disastrous. How is that spelled? Right? You would be forgiven for thinking that there is an E after T, right? Okay, well there isn't. Disastrous. Right, you drop the E there, and that's how it's spelled. Disastrous. That is also an adjective. Remember, to ask you to memorize the 5 vowels A, E, I, O, U. Of course, therefore, the letter E must be a vowel. Right? Exasperated. What does it mean? It means, it's a verb in the past tense, isn't it? I am exasperated. I am exasperated. Using a past participle there. Right? Which means it must be a regular verb. Indeed it is. Most verbs are regular verbs. Regular verbs is, that's where we can do, add our ed or d to the end of the verb. Okay, and that turns it into a past participle. Right? You can do that with regular verbs. Exasperated. Right? Actually, not overly hard to spell. It's really as it's pronounced. Exasperated. Well, this here is a consonant. It is the letter F. It gives us the F sound, okay? F. Right? The letter F. Okay? And that's how it looks as a capital. Right? It's a consonant. What kind of words can be derived from the letter F that are tricky to spell? Well, what about fascination? Fascination. I don't think I had this one in my 100 words, 100 silent letters video, but it's quite a good example for one to have on that video, because it has got a silent C in it. Quite easy to spell, but that C sort of, it's, that is probably where you could, trip up and spell it incorrectly, because the C is silent. Fascination, fascination, fascination. Is that the root word? Is that as far down as we can take fascination? No, it isn't. Fascinate, right? An infinitive verb, to fascinate, right? Fascination being a noun. The fascination. And that there is the letter G. It is pronounced the letter G. How does it look as a capital? It looks like that. Right? Now some words. Gorgeous. What kind of word is gorgeous? It is an adjective. A gorgeous person. Right? A gorgeous day. Gorgeous. 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 Right? Gorgeous. Right? The letter G. So it gives us the G sound, and it also gives us the G sound, the J sound, J. You can see it there in that example. It's giving us 2 different soundings, isn't it? Starting off with the G, and as the word goes on, the G comes back in again, but this time it's giving us the J sound. Gorgeous. hierarchy. Hierarchy. What kind of word is hierarchy? Verb, noun, adjective, adverb? It is a noun, right? The hierarchy. The hierarchy. Hierarchy. Like the head people in an organisation, for example, right? Right? The people that are in charge of a big company. They would be the height. Height. This one here, I don't think I had it in my 100 words, 100 silent letters video, but that one there would be a good example for, you know, because it's got the silent E in it, right? When we say high, high, the adjective high, when we say high, right, there's no E. But when we say height, the height, okay, it does have the silent E in it. And the IGH is basically just giving us the I sound. The letter I, how is it pronounced? It is pronounced like the word I, okay? I. I. Is the letter I a consonant? No, of course not, because it does fall under this category. It is one of these letters in the vowel category, right? A, E, I, O, U, it is a vowel. It is a vowel. Of course, don't forget, words can begin with vowels. They can end with vowels. They can have other vowels added to them, right? I. Does the letter I have any other sounds? Yes, it does. Eh, eh, eh. Right? Inevitability. Or inevitably. The inevitability. The. We put the before it. Can it be is it a noun? Yep. It is an inevitability. The inevitability of it. It is a noun. It is something. It's a thing, isn't it? Right? If you were to say inevitably, that there is an adverb. Yep, it is an adverb. He will inevitably do it later. Notice there how it is modifying will. He will inevitably do it later. Right? That word there, can we have an adjective? Yeah, we can. We can from the root word, which is inevitable. Inevitable. It is inevitable. The letter J, a consonant, the letter J. And as a capital, the letter J. It gives us the J sound, okay? This consonant gives us the J sound, right? Joviality. Juvenile. Juvenescent. The J sound. And again, joviality, juvenile, juvenescent. Right? I have purposely not asked you whether these words are whether these words are verbs, nouns, adjectives, etc. Right? Because from now on, the rest of the lesson I will not be telling you. From the information I've given you before, I want you to work that out for yourself. Right? And you will be tested in it later on. Let's go over these words again. Right? Joviality, juvenile, juvenescent. Okay. Silent C in the word juvenescent. Let's move on to the letter K. 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 Right? K. That's how it's pronounced. K. It is a consonant. K. It gives us the K sound, right? Which other consonant gave us the K sound? It was, of course, the letter. That's annoying. It was, of course, the letter C, right? But the letter K can give us that as well. Kiss, right? Kiss. Kinetogenic, right? What does the word kinetogenic mean? It basically means movement. That's what we're talking about, movement, right? Kinetogenic. K. K. Quite often, K. K. This word here, right, requires the C, which I just mentioned. It requires the C. I mean, look, you know, not to begin the word, right? Let's look at these examples here, right? Sick, tick, talk, lock, right? Crack, back. Okay? See there how the C and K are joined together to give us the K sound, right? When words end with K, right? Quite often, but not always, okay, not always, right? Not always. They end like this, right? CK. Quite often with shorter words, like as you can see there, right? I'll scroll up some more words that end this way, right? So therefore the CK is giving us the K sound, right? The letter L. 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 Right? You just saw there how it looks as a capital L. So, lethargic. Lethargic. What does lethargic mean? It means tired. Lethargic. The G there giving us the J sound. Alright? Apart from that, I can't think of anything that's too difficult to spell in that word there. In fact, that's quite good. It's quite a good example, that one there. I'm glad that one followed K, in fact, because notice here we're ending with the K sound, but there is no K at the end, right? And a lot of words, right? A lot of words don't require a CK ending, right? Quite often, it's a bit of a general rule, right? Quite often it's the shorter words that give us the that require the CK at the end, and the longer words like lethargic, feeling tired, linguistic. Linguistic. You see, no K at the end of them. The letter M. The letter M. Mother. Mother. Mysterious. Gives us the sound, right? Mysterious. Marvelous. Miraculous. Right? Quite long words there. I'll take them off. Let's see if you can spell them. You can use your pause button. Let's put them back up again. Mysterious, marvellous, miraculous. You can see there how words, despite being quite long, aren't necessarily difficult to spell. Remember to break them up. In fact, let's give you a little test here. What would be the root word of mysterious? The root word. Mystery, right? It is a mystery. Aye, the hillfoots. Wow, just look at these views. That river over there is the River Forth. Okay.
Where's the north from here, Chris?
In for a dip, I say. In for a penny, in for a pound, and all that lot. There you go. Come in, the water's lovely.
We are at the Frigeira Rotana Resort on the Indian Ocean on the 25th of July 2013.